Those who give up some of their liberty in order to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Scott's Media. Today we're diving into something a bit different, a real comment thread from one of my videos about the shutdown, disability support, and life on a fixed income. What you'll hear are real comments and my real replies brought to life with voiceovers so you can see how these online conversations actually play out. This isn't about drama, it's about facts, patience, and perspective. Let's start with the Franklin debate.
Your Ben Franklin usage is a strange one. You're using the quote incorrectly. Franklin mocked people who say, "I can't work." He saw that as laziness and self-sabotage. Those who surrender effort for comfort deserve neither liberty nor safety.
I realize my quote may have come across wrong. My point wasn't to shame anyone. It was to show that even when systems fail us, our effort still matters. While billions go to ICE and National Guard deployments, people like me are still waiting on healthcare approvals and medication. I'm doing the work while the system catches up.
Who would hire you? No one in their right mind would risk hiring you. Your obesity makes you a poor employee and a health risk. You should look for gig work like AI video editing. That's how YouTubers make money. $30 a month isn't going to do it.
AI is still new and imperfect, but I've been using it productively. Since adding AI to my channel work, I'm earning closer to $70 a month, and still improving. I've tried local work too, like web design and document help, but people remain skeptical about AI. I'm not making excuses. I'm building momentum.
This video shows you blaming others for your problems. You went from 700 to 668, then back to 710. That's on you, not the shutdown. Get an app like Step Up and Move. Walk laps around your house. Do 10% more each day. Or don't, and keep blaming Republicans.
I'm not blaming anyone for my health. This is a physical condition I can't control. My concern is losing access to care, not avoiding effort.
You're upset about losing handouts since 2019. You expect the Zepbound shot to do all the work. Why not track your calories and reduce consumption?
I've been showing my progress in the series. In part 6, I lifted TVs, took out trash, even got stung by bees waiting for the bus. Progress takes time, especially with medical limitations.
In your mind, that's great effort. In reality, it's minor. Walk laps around your house, lift weights 10 times, play your game, then lift again. Do 2 complete circles every day without stopping, or just keep blaming the shutdown.
I appreciate the suggestions, but you're missing the point. This series isn't about excuses. It's about rebuilding health while dealing with serious medical challenges. I document progress so others in my situation know they're not alone.
You can dress it up however you want, but dependency is dependency. Even Franklin would say you've traded your liberty for the government's wallet.
Actually, Franklin's quote wasn't about welfare at all. It was about colonial taxation and militia defense, something most people don't even bother to look up. I'm not surrendering liberty. I'm using healthcare I pay into to stay alive and work toward independence.
So will you be losing your housing too?
That's actually none of your business. But to clear things up, no, I won't be losing my housing. My rent isn't paid by the government or any program. It comes directly out of my Social Security income every month. I'm not on Section 8, and I don't live in government housing. I pay my landlord personally and always on time.
So what happens when he raises the rent to $1,000 a month? Your rent is welfare. You get SSI, which is welfare. You've got no work history. What happens then?
Thankfully, my landlord actually works with his tenants and understands people on fixed incomes like mine. He's never raised my rent since I moved in. It's nowhere near $1,000 a month. We communicate when needed and work things out. So, no, that's not an issue.
So you get subsidized by a landlord who's losing money every month you live there. Do you plan to stay until you die?
Actually, my landlord isn't losing money. He's probably breaking even since he pays lower property taxes with me living here. The house doesn't meet Section 8 requirements, and that's one reason I'm not on it anymore. I've already been through that system before, and it was nothing but hassle. Now I pay rent directly every month, and it works better for both of us, without government involvement.
Sorry, he's only owned it since 2014. At 67, he probably won't keep it much longer. Wouldn't count on him not selling soon.
Yeah, I've got a good relationship with my landlord. He keeps me in the loop if anything changes. If something did happen, it would likely be from back taxes or repairs, but I doubt that'll be anytime soon. He's invested a lot fixing up the place.
They foreclosed on one of his properties, and this June they went after him for code violations. You know what he did back in '83, right?
I'm not worried about that. We just had a city inspection on the 2nd of this month. Everything passed. Whatever happened with his other properties doesn't affect this one. So no, I'm not concerned. Besides, what does any of that have to do with my video or government assistance? You're bringing up unrelated things? My video is about the real issues people like me face with the shutdown, healthcare, survival, not anyone's personal history or property records. Let's stay on topic.
Dependency destroys liberty. You've traded your freedom for the government's wallet. Franklin would call that moral decay.
Franklin never said anything about welfare programs or disability care. That quote came from a debate over militia funding, not about personal worth. But some people online love rewriting history to sound smarter than everyone else.
$30 a month? That's not work. That's begging with extra steps.
AI is just a tool, like a wrench or a camera. It doesn't replace effort, it multiplies it. Since using AI for editing and scripting, I've grown my channel, doubled my income, and created something people actually watch.
You keep talking about shutdowns and meds. Sounds like excuses. Maybe walk more. Eat less.
I share my journey so people see the medical reality, not for sympathy. My tumor isn't an excuse, it's a diagnosis. I still lift, clean, and walk when I can. The difference is I film it so others know recovery doesn't happen overnight.
Even Franklin would agree. You've traded liberty for comfort.
Comfort? There's nothing comfortable about fighting insurance paperwork, waiting for medication approvals, and watching people call survival a handout.
If America's so bad, maybe you should just leave. Canada's got healthcare. I'm sure they'd love to feed another unproductive disabled immigrant.
I've never said America's bad. I've said it's hard when you're disabled and caught in a system that freezes every time the government shuts down. I love my country, and I just want stability and access to the care I already qualify for.
Not asking for handouts? You want food stamps, housing, medical care? That's the taxpayer's dime. Explain how that's not a handout.
There's a difference between handouts and earned support. I paid into the same system everyone else does. Social Security and Medicaid aren't charity. They're what we all fund to protect people who can't work because of medical conditions. I'm not asking for luxury. I'm asking for survival. Basic care, not comfort.
You depend on handouts. You'll never pay back what you've taken. The system doesn't owe you. You're fat, entitled, and ungrateful. America's kept you alive, and you still complain.
And that right there is the problem. People confuse empathy with entitlement. They think surviving on disability is comfort. It's not. It's stress, paperwork, and constant fear of losing everything because one system breaks. This isn't about being ungrateful. It's about being human in a system that forgets people exist until it needs to cut a budget.
He's 47 and admits he hasn't worked since 2005. He did nothing long enough to earn SSDI credits. Everything he gets is a handout. He's owed nothing but typical taker behavior.
That comment right there proves why I made this video. People think they can sum up a lifetime from a comment section. They don't see the medical records, the lost jobs from hospital stays, the constant fight just to breathe and be heard. I'm not asking for sympathy. I'm asking for understanding.
As you can see, after I reported it in, after the 2 days I reported the day I got stung, it got taken care of. So, as you can see here in the footage. So, you get more close up here. I know it's late at night, so I would have done it during the day, but I was working on a video and I decided to do this video. So, as you can see, it was cleaned up. And hopefully the bee or hornet's nest, whatever that was there when I got stung that day, was taken care of. So this is what happens when you speak up, everybody, is when you say something, something gets done. If you do it right. So my videos usually don't, it might make no sense. I don't think you're not getting out. It might get out to somebody, someone. Don't give up trying. Speak out. If you don't speak out, nothing gets done.
What you just watched proves one thing, and when you speak up, things happen. The city fixed that bus stop issue because I reported it. And that's the same reason I'm speaking here today. Now, about everything you just saw in those comments, people like John Smith and Jax Turner think they can define me with insults or politics. But they don't live in my body. They don't live my life. And they sure don't decide what rights I have. I'm not angry at them. They're exercising their freedom of speech. But I have that same right, and I'm going to use it. Back in 1999, through Michigan Rehabilitation Services, I was placed in Plainwell Technical School, and that's where they discovered the truth. A pituitary tumor. For years before that, my mom and I had no insurance, no ACA, no coverage of any kind. We just had to cope. That tumor is why I struggled to work after 2005. Hormone imbalance, fatigue, focus issues, all of it came from that one medical condition. It wasn't laziness, it was biology. And even with that, I still fight to stay independent. I pay my own rent, I manage my own life, and I keep pushing forward. So when trolls say I've traded liberty for a government check, they don't understand what liberty means. Liberty isn't being silent while you suffer. It's using your voice to demand better from your government. The same government you fund through taxes and your own struggle to survive. That's exactly what the First Amendment guarantees. Freedom of speech and the right to petition your government for grievances. That right belongs to every American. It doesn't matter who you voted for or if you didn't vote at all. Your voice is still your voice. And nobody online gets to dictate when you can use it. Not John Smith, not Jax Turner, not any troll who thinks mocking the disabled makes them powerful. I speak because I have to, because I know what it's like to go without care, to wait for authorizations, to watch shutdowns put lives on hold while politicians argue. This isn't just my story, it's a reality for millions. So if you take anything from this video, remember this. Don't let anyone silence you. Don't let trolls dictate your rights. Because speaking up, especially to your government, is what keeps this country free. And like I said before, if you don't speak up, nothing gets done.
When a king becomes a tyrant, he thereby breaks the contract binding his subjects to him.
How so?
By taking away their rights.
Rights that came from him in the first place?
All except one. The right to be free comes from nature.
And are we not free, Mr. Jefferson?
Homes entered without warrant, citizens arrested without charge, and in many places, free assembly itself denied.
No one approves of such things, but these are dangerous times.
Be careful, Mr. Dickinson. Those who give up some of their liberty in order to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety.
Thanks for watching Scott's Media, where truth meets creativity. Check out these videos to keep the story going. And yep, that's the official merch right on your screen and in the description below. Want to support the channel directly? My Cash App and Venmo are below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss what's next. Rock the message, support the mission. I'll catch you in the next one.